for the size of this army. It's possible for sieging with a half stack, we only need one, but I think seems like a good idea. Let's build a couple engineers. Because we can always split the army and do things like that. There you go. Factory throughput. Semi-automation leads electric pumps, timber, oil, tea and coffee. We do produce tea. But let's get the high and low pressure steam engines. It'll research a lot faster. We're losing money right now. Why are we losing money so quickly all of a sudden? I don't know, but these factories are losing money. So we're presumably subsidizing them. I mean, we're also subsidizing these, but why are these losing so much money all of a sudden? They have full workers. They should be getting goods locally. Just, I always tend to lose money when there's a big war on. Oh, is there a big war going internationally? There's the Great War. Austria, United Kingdom. There's not enough pop-ups for these things. So the Germans, Denmark, Belgium, Bavaria, the Ottomans. All right, that's a pretty significant war. Yeah, there might not be the same market because other countries might be a little bankrupt. We can run a deficit for a bit, but only set this to exactly 50%, and then we'll still run a deficit, but we'll save a little bit of money. Keep the education up. What's our education? All right, nearly 60% literacy. I like how, like, Great Britain's in a great war, but they're still mostly just chilling around. Would this be a good time for us to jump on something? I suspect the answer is no, because the Russians... Although, the Brits are here. Pull it in. The Russians are... Oh, aren't in the big war. Wait, and the Russians are allied to the United Kingdom? Alright, we're just gonna, sit in our hands. It's fine. Alright, we're rated at 20. 4 more places to go for us to become a medium power here. Alright, our clothing's making money again. The regular clothing is sort of only breaking even, but it is producing goods for our luxury goods factory, so that's going to be okay. I'm going to start encouraging clerks over here. We should have enough educated people to become clerks now. And the nice thing, clerks give a nice percentage boost to the factories as they get employed, so they run more efficiently. How powerful is Persia? I mean, I think in theory we can take them. They have 18 brigades. We have 22 brigades. We have 15 tech. They have 11 tech. So, on the surface, we can take Persia. The problem is when you get the Russians in on this. If the Russians were in the big world war, I would certainly consider doing something. Okay, that and that, yeah, we're going to keep going down. So, steam turbines, semi-automation. Yeah, I mean, there's clean coal. So, clean coal does nothing for us is the problem. Cheap iron? Like, we don't produce coal, iron, or steel. Steel production boost. Like, we don't have any of those resources. I think what we're going to do is grab organic chemistry here, which can unlock the dye factories, which we can use as part of our clothing stack as well. Plus, it'll be nice to have the higher supply limit. I might want to split our army in half. Yeah, look, like, we just lost, like, 10,000 people or something like that. Marching through this. Hang on. One of you, I do not want you to be rebel busting. It's the whole point. There we go. Tell you what, stay here. I'll put it back on, and hopefully you do it intelligently next thing something comes up. Russian UK plus fighting on the same side, won't they be considered internal war? I mean, I think if we declared in Persia, I suspect the Brits would still join us. And then the Russians would just go on the other side. Like, it would be fine. Like, I'm not worried about the alliance from that point of view. Although, again, I might do... France is #1 in the world? Whoa. I'm not going to decrease ratings with the UK, but I'll try to build some with some of the other great powers. VK2, Rebel Bust is broken. Keep attacking, even though they'll lose. Well, right now we have huge numbers on our side. Like, our rebellions are all very small, so That should be okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to weather this, like, global recession, basically, while the Great War is going on. Oh, these guys? No, they're all protected by the UK. Now, I mean, it's possible the UK won't join. Let me show the war. This is the war. Oh, the Great War just ended. Like, I can't show it any more than this. But the Great War just ended, so we'll see what this does to the world prices. Britain would join Russia. Offensive, not defense. Yeah, but Russia's not the primary belligerent. So I think on the declaration, the UK would be like, yeah, we'll totally declare against Persia with you. That's fine. They would jump in at that point. So they wouldn't join Russia, but it doesn't matter. Factory throughput, boost, excellent. Mining output, we don't do mining. See, a lot of these techs are so good. If you've got iron, if you've got coal, then you become a weapons producer powerhouse. We don't have any of that shit. I mean, we can start producing machine tools, woo, but again, we don't have steel. Name early Panjab? Yeah. All right. I don't think we'll go to electricity right now because it will be fairly expensive. Army, nutrition, telephones. I mean, we could start doing tech stuff. That's true. There's also some stuff we could do in commerce. Getting the throughput, getting the input discounts, just getting the better tax efficiency. For now, let's get a little more tax efficiency. Make sure our economy does okay. Yeah, I'm gonna tax the rich. I don't need them to, like, open up factories for me. I'm just gonna take their money. Tax everything. But yeah, I can see a lot of the factories that the capitalist opened are shit. They're not making any real money. Breaking even, barely something, and they've got subsidies to try to back them, which is just terrible. Whereas the factories that we sort of, you know, went... I think the first fabric factory was a capitalist project that we funded. But yeah, they're not really doing anything. But we can always close them. Tax the rich, how dare you. Yeah, we could... I don't think we've actually invented the dye factory yet. I don't think it's unlocked. We have the prerequisite technology, but we still have to have the discovery, which is a 2% chance per month or whatever of popping. Modified by other things. We can actually check on that. That was here. Organic chemistry, synthetic dye. If we have clean coal and we have management strategy, we can get boosts to the research speed. So maybe after investment banks, we'll get clean coal finally, just for helping to boost that. All right, money's coming in. We'll bring down some of our loans here because the interest payment is ludicrous. Here, capitalists, we do actually have you, so we'll get you to give us some money for tea. Ooh, gain research points, increase assimilation rate. Yes. Distribution channels, discount to factory cost, 50% more farming output. That's a good deal, because I think a lot of what we have are farms as opposed to labor places. All right, let's get that clean coal. It'll go pretty quick because it's a fairly early research, actually. We're the 20th century now? God, time goes fast. Well, technically, this is the last year of the... I think this is the last year of the 19th century because of how the dates work. It's always annoying. It says, like, 2001 was the start of the new millennium, you know, all that kind of stuff. But that's not really how people use it. Wow, that would kill a lot of aristocrats. I don't know. Go here. There might be some more rebellion. Nationalists. Okay, that's quite a lot of rebels, but yeah, they got stomped right away, so that's okay. Here comes clean coal. Yeah, there's no year zero, so that's what changes. All right, clean coal by itself doesn't really do anything for us because we don't produce any of that crap. Bhutan, sure. Then the other thing was like management strategy. Oh, way over here. Still, maybe we'll start grabbing some of these outputs and make our factories just produce a lot more goods for free. Are we making like 500 pounds a day? Yep. How much money do we have, guys? All the money. could boost our administrative efficiency. We may want to just for crime fighting, because right now, crime fighting rate 99, 81, 61. Yeah, we could use some admin efficiency overall. That's going to be okay. And we still make tons of money. Upgrading the factories doesn't make much sense anymore because we don't have enough workers. So we sort of kind of don't have money to spend on anything right now. We could reverse tariffs. So we could actually give a discount to imported goods. So that our companies that need to, like, import wood and whatnot. And there's actually quite a lot of importing going on. Like, it actually might not be a bad idea to do that. So that our artisans... It's a lot of rebellions, although it's a lot of small rebellions. So our artisans and our various factories can import more goods. Looks like Great Britain's going to help us fight some of these guys as well, which is kind of nice of them. More railroads. You're right. I think we're probably done building the railroads. We can also fort everything. Oh, I guess we can get the next level of railroad tech. For some reason I thought we were still building. Yeah, I'm just going to build forts in, like, literally every single province. I'm just holding control. So some of these places... Oh, ran out of money. Never mind. I think that number's so big because the UK's there. Yeah. So, yeah, I wish, like, it should tell me unemployment when it gets over, like, 1,000 or something. Not when, like, any unemployment. There's, like, 10 guys. Like, okay, yeah, but we've got, like, 100,000 people employed. So our total population, 3.6 million. That's really good. We haven't had disease in a long time, but I think because we discovered medicine. We were having big problems where, like, every measles outbreak, every flu outbreak was literally decimating our population. I remember once we had both the flu and measles, no, and cholera going on at the same time. And we were at, like, around 2.5 million people, but over the course of the disease, we lost about 500,000 people. So we basically got double decimated simultaneously. It's terrible. But at least that's done with. And yeah, our population is growing nicely. I mean, our true population is higher than this. So we got about 15 million people in our country. But these pops are like, you know, sort of adult men ready to work kind of thing. Fuel refineries and fuel is now available. Not that we have any oil here. Scientific management is done. Well, maybe that's all it was that we needed for our boost. Isn't that a good eye? No, it's management strategy. It is that one. Which might be worth working our way up here. We'd really like a dye factory, actually. Fort all the things again. Pit coal. Some more coal production. Ooh. That's larger rebellion. And that's going to be fine. I might get this group to help out over there. Oh, again, the UK is helping out. Yeah, okay, they're going to move on their own. Nationalists over there. We have a very unstable country. I'm actually maybe happy that we're working on our internal stuff right now. Yeah, no, we'll allow more social reform progress. I'm okay with that. I mean, we just got the royal faction right now. That's just running things. What is this modifier? Discriminatory school system? Oh yeah, temporarily, so we get a little less research points but more assimilation, which is pretty handy. Oh, 13% Punjabi over here. Oh, different state. Never mind. Actually, remove this focus. Yeah, attracting immigrants. Yeah, we still don't have the culture we're really looking for here. Yeah, so these in Sindh, most people are Sindhi. We got some Tibetans, some Pashtun. That's not very handy for us. Rebel faction, communists. Hey, gift subs from Nisizer! A little holiday present from Nisizer to the community. Thank you very much. Good thing you don't have oil. The US would be all over you. Let them come. Well, no. Well, actually, with the UK on our side, be alright. But yeah, seriously, did I guess the great powers are there. France is seriously ahead of the United Kingdom. Brazilian conquest. I mean, because the United Kingdom is the final boss of Victoria. It's always been the case. We are going to have to take another crack at these guys at some point. Be nice if we got in a situation where Russia was busy. I have no idea what this game is or how to play. Of course. Well, Zizmi, yeah, we haven't done a lot of CK or Victoria 2 on the channel. But if you've played EU4, out of the Paradox games, I would say this is the closest to EU4 between them. Establish a penal colony. Oh. Penal colony gives us prestige and reduced militancy. Or just lose a lot of militancy. No, we'll take the prestige. I'm fine with that. Sequence planning, output, and our dye factory. Okay, so we're going to take our money over here. We're going to build... So we got a slot for another factory. We're going to build a dye factory. Now, I don't know what this is going to take in. It's going to require iron, cement, and machine parts. Actually, we could probably build a cement factory. I don't think a cement factory imports anything. Oh, no, it consumes coal. Never mind. Which we don't do. Having cement, I think, can give us a discount to, like, constructing our actual factories, because they use the cement to build, but... So, yeah, the clothing... The fabric factory is really successful. The regular clothing isn't really making much money, but it is giving us a boost to the luxury clothing, which is making huge cash for us. So that's okay. But yeah, we'll just... It'll be fine. They'll just have to import coal. We'll probably subsidize the dye factory to balance out the fact that they're going to have to import coal. But again, that's going to give us a boost to producing our fancy schmancy clothes. So we're building our forts most places. Here, we'll queue up a bunch over here. And since we have our dye, I'm not too concerned with going to the next level of the, the management. Use a fabric factory to fabricate claims. Wow, that's terrible. You're awful. Get out. I'm going to get Steel Railroad. Because I think that's going to be enough pluses for us to actually build railroads in the mountains. Underground printing press, we can shut it down to gain militancy, or no, we'll let it operate. And more people are going to be in favor of certain reforms. Although our government here is fairly conservative in terms of, I think, what reforms they would support. But, I mean, maybe all we're doing is creating more... No, they're mostly independent people. That is a lot over here. Radicalize the movement. We do have some suppression points available. Let me suppress that movement for now. Factories consume resources from the whole country or only from the state? So it consumes resources from the whole country and you can import it. Like, they buy... Okay, so when factories need resources, they purchase the resources first from your country, then sphere and world, various mechanics here because of the time. There's a whole order in which you can buy things from certain markets, depending on if you're in a sphere or not, if you're a great power or not, what your prestige level and things. But so ultimately, the factories just try to buy resources from wherever, and they buy it from within your country first. If it's in the actual state, the factory gets a production bonus. So the good doesn't have to be in the state for the factory to be able to get it, regularly, but it gives benefits if it is. Yeah, so we still have tons of money. I'm going to go to full military maintenance. So we're going to be a little bit more ready on a moment's notice to try something crazy. Siege efficiency is only 90%. Oh yeah, because this... yeah, I see... 100%, but you don't have recon. Do we only have one sewer? I guess we do. Yeah, we do have a lazy national focus. I just don't know what I want to do with it. I guess what we could do is look over here and see places that have factories but no extra craftsmen. So Kashmir over here. You can get some more craftsmen over here. Either craftsmen or clerks. clerks help to boost the efficiency of things. We do have some unemployed craftsmen. Now, some will be employed by this factory. But I think we're going to go ahead and just level up the luxury clothing factory. You know what? I'm going to preemptively get the fabric one as well. I don't know if the level of factories, like, you know, maybe there's a limit to how much... current stockpile, you demand 3.77 each day. Regular clothes factories producing 63. Oh, okay. So yeah, we don't really need to produce more regular clothes. We may not need to produce more fabric, but it's a very lucrative business. Lots of people on the global market must be buying fabrics, one would assume. But yeah, we'll increase, you know, our most profitable factories. That seems like a good way to do it. Much more focused on politics and economy. Yeah, I mean, you can still sort of play... Yeah, we really don't need money. We'll just grab the tea, which will just then consume for a pop for happiness. I mean, you can still play it kind of map painting depending on who you are, but yeah, it's quite different. And yeah, there's a lot of internal politics to worry about. It's not really coming to play in this country. It depends on a lot of things. If we have more of a democracy or whatever, or yeah, and just get some people who are uppity. We're going to burn through this pretty fast here. Because we're not, like, actively going to war nonstop. International crisis. Nothing going there. Would still love to grab this.